My name is Eleanor Whitmore, and I am 71 years old. It is Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2025, and I am sitting in my quiet little house watching snow fall outside the window. There are no lights, no tree, no family visiting this year. Because 5 months ago, in July, the family reunion changed my life forever. I remember that day like it was yesterday. The reunion was at David and Sophia's brand new mansion in Connecticut. It was also my 71st birthday. I arrived early as always, carrying homemade cookies and small gifts for my 8 grandnieces and nephews. Everyone was smiling. After dinner, Claire handed me a large, beautifully wrapped gift box. "This is from all of us, Aunt Ellie. Open it." I opened it with excitement. Inside was a glossy fake brochure for Golden Horizons Retirement Community, and a card that read, "Dear Aunt Ellie, time to stop being the family ATM. We'll miss your wallet more than we'll miss you. Love, your loving family." All 32 family members burst into laughter. Phones came out. They recorded my shocked face. David shouted, "Look at her expression, priceless." Claire was crying from laughing so hard and said, "It's just a joke, Aunt Ellie. You know we love you." I sat there smiling on the outside, dead on the inside. But what nobody in that room knew was this. The poor aunt, who still drove a 12-year-old Honda and lived in a modest house, was secretly the owner of a luxury apartment in Paris worth millions, and an art collection valued at over $30 million. And in the next 30 days I would sell everything, move to Paris permanently, cut them off completely, and leave them to face the mountain of debts I had been quietly paying for decades. This is my story, the story of the aunt they forgot, until it was too late. I never married. I never had children of my own. But when my sister Louise's husband died suddenly in 1989, I didn't think twice. I moved into their home. Claire was 14. David was 11. I became their second mother. I worked double shifts as a secretary in Boston to pay for braces, summer camps, music lessons, college applications. When Louise passed away in 2005 from diabetes complications, I paid off all her medical bills and became the children's legal guardian. Claire graduated from Boston University debt-free. David from UMass debt-free because of me. Then came the weddings. Claire's dream wedding in 2012, $120,000. I paid. David's destination wedding in Napa Valley in 2014, $140,000. I paid. Down payments on their first homes, $80,000 for Claire and Mark, $100,000 for David and Sophia. Then the grandchildren arrived. 8 beautiful children who called me Aunt Ellie and ran to hug me. I became their full-time, unpaid nanny for 10 straight years. 6:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday. Private schools, $25,000 per child per year. Braces, European summer camps, instruments, sports equipment, everything. When Mark lost his job during the pandemic, I sent $5,000 a month for 18 months. When David's interior design business was failing, I quietly covered a $150,000 loan. Family vacations to Disney World, Aspen, the Caribbean, all paid by me. Total over 20 years? More than $4.6 million. And I never once expected a thank you. But the family knew nothing about the letter that arrived in 1998 from a law firm in Geneva. My great-aunt Beatrice, a wealthy, childless art collector who lived in Paris her entire adult life, had died at 92, and named me her sole heir. We had been pen pals since I was a teenager. She loved my passion for art history. She left me a 200-square-meter luxury apartment on Rue de Rivoli, Paris, with direct views of the Tuileries Gardens and the Louvre. A private collection of 28 original paintings, works by Renoir, Pissarro, Mary Cassatt, and others, worth over $30 million today. A trust fund paying €15,000 every month. I visited Paris once in 1999. I stood on that balcony and cried tears of joy. But I came home. My family needed me more. So I kept it all a complete secret. I lived simply, drove the same old car, bought clothes on sale, and let the money grow quietly in the background. At first, the gratitude was endless. "You're our guardian angel, Aunt Ellie." But gradually it faded. My advice about the grandchildren? Dismissed as old-fashioned. Invitations stopped coming. I learned about birthday parties from Facebook photos. Everyone was there except me. When I broke my wrist in 2019, only one brief hospital visit from the entire family. I overheard the conversations. She should sell her paid-off house. That money could help with the kids' college funds. A retirement community would be easier at her age. The hints became direct. Have you thought about downsizing, Aunt Ellie? I smiled and said nothing, but inside the hurt was growing. July 12, 2025. The big family reunion at David and Sophia's new mansion. It was also my 71st birthday. I arrived early to help set up like I always did. Sophia waved me off. We have caterers. After dinner they announced. Now it's time for Aunt Ellie's roast. Everyone was grinning. Claire handed me the large gift box. I opened it with a smile. Inside, the fake retirement home brochure. And the card. Dear Aunt Ellie, time to stop being the family ATM. We'll miss your wallet more than you. Love, your loving family. 32 people exploded into laughter. Phones out. Recording my face. David shouted. Her expression is gold. Claire crying from laughter. It's just a joke. You know we love you. I sat there, smiling on the outside. But in that moment something inside me died. And something new was born. Cold. Clear. Final. Chapter 5. The silent revenge begins. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning I went to my safe deposit box. Statements. Deeds. Appraisals. Paris apartment. 6 million euros. Art collection. $29 million. Latest valuation. Trust balance. $9.4 million. I calculated exactly what I had given them. $4.6 million. They had laughed at me. No more. Within 1 week. All automatic payments stopped, school tuition, mortgage help, everything. My will completely rewritten. Everything to the new Whitmore Art Foundation for underprivileged art students. One-way first-class ticket to Paris booked for July 31st. The entire art collection listed for private sale at Christie's. I wrote 2 letters on elegant cream stationery. To Claire and David. By the time you read this, I will already be living in Paris. You were right about one thing, the ATM is closed forever. The art collection you never knew about has been sold. The money will fund the dreams of students who truly deserve it. Your children may apply for scholarships, just like any stranger would. If you ever want a relationship built on love and respect, not money, you know where to find me. But I will no longer buy your affection. Eleanor. To my 8 grandnieces and nephews. I have loved you with every piece of my heart. That will never change. When you are older and want to know the real me, not the walking wallet, come to Paris. There will always be a room for you. And fresh croissants every morning. Great Aunt Ellie. I left the letters on the kitchen table. House keys with the realtor. House listed for sale. Chapter 7. The day I disappeared. July 31st, 2025. First class seat to Paris. Champagne in hand as Boston disappeared below. No tears. Only freedom. The apartment was waiting, fresh flowers, windows open, summer breeze. I stepped onto the balcony. The Eiffel Tower sparkled in the distance. For the first time in 71 years, this life was truly mine. August 1st. Letters discovered. School fees due, payments bounced. Mortgages late. David's business loan demanded immediate repayment. Panic. Screaming. Tears. They called. Texted. Emailed. New number. Everything blocked. Some even drove to my house. For sale sign in the yard. Empty. September headlines. Mystery seller realizes $29.8 million in private Impressionist sale. The Whitmore Art Foundation was launched. 50 full scholarships per year for underprivileged art students. Years later, Lily, Claire's oldest daughter, now 20, applied to the foundation. Her essay read. I laughed that day too. I was wrong. I want to know the real Aunt Ellie. She was accepted. She came to Paris. We walked along the Seine for hours. One by one, 3 more grandchildren followed. The rest never did. Today, I wake to church bells and the smell of fresh bread from the bakery below. I take classes at the Sorbonne for pleasure. Volunteer at the Louvre. Host small gatherings for young artists in my apartment. My walls hold only the paintings I truly love. And every month, dozens of students chase their dreams. Because of me. I am no longer the forgotten aunt. I am Eleanor Whitmore, owner of my own life. At last. And if there is one lesson from my story, never let anyone treat you like an ATM, because the moment you stop giving, you finally start living.